Hello, book lovers. Welcome back to another exciting episode of KSB's Book Review. Long time no see. I think has been the longest break that I've taken from posting content, but a lot has happened in the past couple of months. I was writing exams. I wrote two exams in the space of like 3 months. I had my graduation. I graduated from high school. Yay! My birthday was like 2 weeks ago. Yes. No, no, yeah, okay. Yes, last week. It was last week, sorry. My birthday was last week. My graduation was 2 weeks ago. So I've been a little bit busy. I had an international event online even. Always a mom, their fifth anniversary. I was one of their panelists. So it was a really nice experience. So a lot has been going on, but I hope you guys have been good. How's the reading been? Hope you have been reading. I've actually read one or two books undercover during and after my exams, but like I was not in the right state of mind to record a video. I still wanted to chill a little bit, to recover from all the exam stress, waking up in the middle of the night to read. But I just decided to throw this video out there to say, okay, like yeah, I'm here. I'm still reading. I just wanted to check on you and say hope you're reading. And also, I'm also available if you want to do adverts, or you want to do a book reading, or you want me to read a book and review for you. I am available. You can just put it in the comment section or send me an email at ksbulurotme@gmail.com. Any deal, I would gladly take your order. Let's say an order, your offer, yes. So, another today's exciting review. The book I'll be reviewing with you today is The Rescuer, written by D. Henderson. D. Henderson is a best-selling author that has written 12 novels, and eight of them have won best-selling awards. The book The Rescuer is about a paramedic. So like paramedics, they rescue people for a living, right? So he's one of the best in his fields. He rescues people. He saves people from fires. He attends to people that are in ICU. He saves people's lives. His job basically is to save people's lives in the hospital, in the field. Help them when they from accidents. Yes, things like that. So rescues people, right? But then now he needs to be rescued. He's going through a very difficult state mentally because he felt like some of the missions he went on, he felt they could have come out more successful than they actually did. He wanted a lot of lives that he felt he should have saved that he wasn't able to save, and he wasn't able to take it. It was a bit traumatizing for him. So now he's the one that needs saving. He needs to be able to go back he stopped going to church at some point because he felt his faith was dead. Like he was serving someone that he didn't see, he didn't know. What if all his prayers they didn't go to nobody was actually listening to them? So so sometimes he was his worst critic, and sometimes we are like that. We feel like, oh, because nobody is encouraging us, we just feel like, oh, this thing I'm doing is bad, or I didn't do this well enough, things like that. So that was how he felt, and he didn't have anybody to save him. So now he had a sister to, like, now he's the one that needs to be rescued, but like he didn't really have close people around him to help him. But like his younger sister was able to come in and like talk to him. She signed him up for counseling and things like that. So that's what The Rescuer is about. My favorite part of this book, I won't say the favorite part, but like it's a lesson that we can all learn. And that lesson is that sometimes we should all have someone we can fall into. Someone that, not like we always, and then, okay, actually, there are two lessons. The first one is that we should have someone that we should be able to fall into, someone that we are comfortable with, that was like, ah, man, today was a good day. We talked to them about it. Today was a bad day. We talked to them about it. And we also try to be safe with that person, to be able to get things off our chest. And another lesson that we can take from this book is that we should check up on people. Most people that we think, oh, this person is so strong, this person is such a happy person, we should learn to sometimes check up on them, because if it is according to the plot of the story in the book, his sister like hadn't talked to him in years, and like she just randomly called him on a Saturday afternoon, like, yo, what's up? How you doing? It's been like 3 years and I haven't heard from you. Hope you haven't died out there, something like that. So that was how she got to know that Not how she got to know that that he wasn't doing all right and he wasn't doing fine and he needed help. So this is your that message I wanted to send that message, that call that I felt, oh, should I call this person? What if he's busy? Make that call, send that message. The person might see it and be like, whoa, so actually someone is even thinking about me. Those are some of the lessons that we can learn from this book. Um another thing, another quick sorry another quick summary is about his family, right? The O'Malley's is like a series that introduces where people were like abandoned, they are orphans, they were abandoned as children or teenagers, and they chose to take the son name as O'Malley, all right? And this book follows through them, and like he is also one of them. So this book follows through to show their joys, their dangers, their highs and lows, their success, their failures, things like that. And that's something else I also decided to throw out about the book. This book, if I was to rate this book, I would give this book a must read. This book is a very exciting and engaging book. It's not a plot you come across every day. It has a lot of lessons to teach. It teaches a lot about companionship, about friendship, compassion. I think one of my biggest red flags is like I don't really know how to show compassion. Like I probably say, oh, I care about you, but like I don't know how to show that, oh, I actually care about you. So most people take it like, oh, this guy don't really care about me that much. So this book has taught me a lot about compassion, how to show more compassion to your friends, how to communicate better with your friends. I'll be like, yo, how you doing? Hope you're good. Don't just say okay to every single question. Be able to listen to people's problems and be able to what's the word, to be able to think about it. Like what I'm trying to say is like you listen to them, you think about it deeply, and then you'd tell them like the best situations to solve that problem, to make them feel listened and heard. If you know the word I'm trying to find, please drop it in the comments. I don't know, my mind is racing really fast right now. So yes, those are some of the reasons why I would give this book a must read. Don't forget about the reading challenge. The reading challenge is still on. We are in August. This is the 8th month of 2026. Wow, 2026, just like that. We are already in the 8th month. But make sure you're on the reading challenge, and also make sure you have friends that are on the reading challenge with you. And also remember the number of books that you've read this year so far. I hope you guys so that's it for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have anything you want me to do, whether you want me to run an advert, or you want me to come for a conference, or you want me to do something. You can send me an email at ksbolurotimi@gmail.com. And also during the break, I got a lot of new subscribers. So I'd like to say shout out to all the new subscribers. And if you're new, my name is KSB. I review interesting and amazing books I try to do a video every week, but I've been out a little bit because of exams and things like that. But I am back and ready to go again. So if you're new here, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the link with your friends so we can grow our community as much as possible. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget that readers are leaders who are way ahead of others. Bye.